everyone, Henrichs with Ridge. The purpose of today's video is to take a couple of steps back and take stock of the whirlwind of events that's happened in the last week or two. You know, as I'm doing this video right now, it just happened in Dallas, is that a bunch of black power individuals decided that they wanted to have sniper attacks on police, and they did implement that plan, and it does look like it was a coordinated attack, and it does look like the police officers did fight back. So right now, like, a lot of people are angry about this. They're angry about the Hillary Clinton decision as well. Like, there's this simmering element of anger, and believe me, and as my better half will tell you, no one's been more angry about it than me. You know, when I woke up this morning and I saw what happened, I looked at, I said, yeah, this was a coordinated attack, and sure enough, before even reading the story, it was. We look, and it's easy to paint an entire group with a big broad brush, and it's easy to divide the people of this country. And in fact, the only reason why these things take place is because people at much higher levels of government have divided this population. I want you to think about the name of our nation, the United States of America. They're trying to make a divided States of America. That is a big plan. That is what, and pardon my broad brush language with this one, I will paint these people with a broad brush, socialist revolutionaries. That is what they want. They want this country divided. They want as many groups of people in this country angry at one another as possible. They want each little group vying for power and for favoritism so that they can somehow not, nudge themselves above the other one. Well, here's what I would recommend for everybody out there. No matter where you live, what community you're in, whether you're in the city, whether you're in the country, whether you're in the West Coast, the East Coast, the South, the North, the Midwest, the Great Plains, whatever. This would be what I would do. Take a step back. Take a deep breath. Breathe. And realize this, that you live in the United States of America. You have God-given, constitutionally recognized rights that were there before this country began. As you know, government's always going to play games. The politicians are going to play games. I do not know a case in recorded history where people's rights were stripped away from them without some kind of crisis, some kind of emergency situation, and hence we have the gun control situation going on right now. And what better time for a vote in the House and the Senate than when police officers get shot? What these people are is a remake of the 60s, violent revolutionaries as well. It's the same kind of tactics that they used back then. This is what people are attempting to do. I would explain to everybody out there that if you're afraid for your family or you're afraid for your community, like, you have every natural inclination to do so. That's why we as gun owners have the firearms that we do. I would really recommend that you all go out and practice, that you get together with like-minded people that also share the desire for security of your community, that also share safety and security for your family, that you build a network of friends, build a network of good people in your community, people you can rely on when things break bad in your community, and when something's wrong, that you can band together. I'm going to recite the Second Amendment for everybody out there. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. There's a lot of elements in there, okay? Being necessary to the security of a free state. An armed citizenry, an armed population is necessary not only for security, but also for a free state as well. We are in a climate right now where events are just ratcheting up every single week. It seems like telescopically things get faster and faster and faster. It's for times exactly like this that our founders saw the need to recognize the Second Amendment officially in paper. Now, they recognized that we had God-given rights to self-protection, but this is the official part of it, that it's recognized by government. We need to understand that it's times like this, these are exactly the kind of times the Second Amendment was written for. These politicians are trying to get reelected to their little fringe bases, which, in the inner city is going to be Democrats. And we all know what they're about. They all know that they're about whining and, having these kind of revolutionary tactics to get their way. That's what they're the party of. And they always have been, and they always will be. Okay, I'm not, excusing Republicans from their lack of opposition either, or any other party. But what I'm trying to tell you is that this is this kind of times where firearms and training and practice and being well-skilled, which is well-regulated militia, means well-trained or well-run. This is why that was written, so that when stupid people go out and do stupid things, that the law-abiding citizens of this country are supposed to be there to make sure that the situation stays normal, okay, that it stays free, that community stays safe. It's not up to the police. There were no police officers when this was written. It was up to the individual citizens. And I've just got that feeling that somehow, some way, it's going to be up to law-abiding citizens to help restore law, freedom, and order in this country in the near future, if not at the current present moment. This is also a message to you law enforcement officers out there. Law-abiding citizens have your back. Blue Lives Matter right here. Some of my best friends in the country are police officers, either retired or currently serving right now. You know, we've trained police officers in New York Police, NYPD, New Jersey police officers, Florida police officers, Illinois police officers, Georgia police officers, California police. From one end of the coast to the other, we've trained these guys, and there's a common thread with them all. They respect the Constitution and the rights of individual citizens. To you police officers out there that wear a uniform every day, or you detectives that wear your suit and tie, or you SWAT guys out there, listen to me very carefully. Respect the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. Respect individual liberty. Respect these rights that your citizens have and that you are sworn to uphold. And we'll have your back till hell freezes over. For those of you that don't respect that, this is where the problems arise from. When you go violate someone's constitutional liberties, of course people are going to despise that. Of course people are going to hate you if you do that. I wouldn't want my constitutional liberties violated, and nobody else does either. That's my message to law enforcement. To the rest of the citizenry out there who is upset and angry and maybe a little bit fearful, understand this, that there are millions of good people in this country. There are more good people than bad people. But we need to get away from the computer, away from the TV. We need to get out there, know who our neighbors are, talk about these issues with your neighbors, folks. Let them know what's going on. Let them know that you have their back, and they'll have yours. I've seen communities come together during bad times. I was in New Orleans for Hurricanes Katrina and Rita. I was a police officer sent down there for Task Force Illinois to help assist the New Orleans police officers and to help the citizens of that city. I saw people come together. I saw people band together against riotous thugs bent on looting, raping, and robbing. I saw it with my own eyes. I saw people come together to prevent that kind of stuff. We're at that point in our country's history right now where we truly have to unite. This isn't about skin color. This isn't about religion. This is about Americans respecting the Constitution, respecting each other's liberties, and to understand that we can use our Second Amendment, the right to keep and bear arms, to help not only maintain those rights, but to secure them once again as well. I hope that you found this video helpful. And if you did, subscribe to the channel, like me on Facebook, that link is down below. And if you want to get some training on those firearms, come on out to Valor Ridge and we can help you do just that. This is Reid Henrichs of Valor Ridge reminding you, the lessons that we learned are written on the tombstones of others. We'll see you on the ridge.